I had such an amazing time this weekend at the Camino Retreat here at Lake Nutimik. It was so inspiring to meet with other activists in an intergenerational way, to really connect in a really profound way as we face the climate crisis. And something that I really appreciated was moving through our pain and our grief together by walking together with Camino. It felt really meaningful to be held in our pain, to honor the pain and the grief that we feel in the climate crisis that we're experiencing, and to hold that together, as well as to move through that and come to a place of hope and connection and joy. And that's something that I felt was really cool, having like snowball fights with each other, watching an eagle soar up ahead, and being in awe and wonder for this beautiful earth and for Lake Nutimik. So I want to say a huge thank you for this beautiful experience.
I find this experience very empowering and inspiring. Being surrounded with like-minded people, and also having it as an intergenerational moment is very special. Having wisdom from all ages, I think, is very important, especially in climate action. And I love how this space allowed us to feel seen and heard, and also feel held and hold other people as well. And I like being able to just connect with nature, not looking at our phones, and having that relationship with nature and each other. I think is very important in doing action for our environment and for climate change justice. And yeah, it was a very memorable experience for me, seeing and experiencing this all for the first time. Is, I feel like, life changing, and I hope to do this more soon with the people.
Hi, my name is Sean Kettner, and I've just spent an amazing 3 days at a Climate Action Camino Retreat, which sounds sort of complicated, I guess, in that it's Camino, but it's climate action. But in many ways, it was just a brilliant way of bringing community together. Most of the experience I was anticipating was about being out in nature, and we certainly had an opportunity to do that. The walks were stunning, and we walked in silence at times, and we walked in deep conversation at times. And those conversations continued as we gathered together to share meals and to spend time in sharing circles, and met an amazing group of people, and people of all ages, which is really lovely. And we did spend time talking about climate justice and climate concerns and how climate change is affecting each and every one of us. And one of the young mums talked about the effect of smoke and her young daughter and the ability to breathe at daycare, and it brought tears to everyone. I think I was certainly weeping, and people's concerns about the future and how we're going to make our way in this world. But I think ultimately we realized, and brilliantly stated by Lorna, one of the members, that we need to do this together, and it's about creating community. And what better way than to walk together and be in nature together, share meals together, and have an opportunity in a relaxed way to share some very deep thoughts and concerns about going forward, and to make new friends.
Hi, I'm Kale. I'm here at the Climate Action Camino Retreat. Yeah, I think I've not been to many retreats in the past, particularly none put on by Camino Manitoba, but I found it like a really interesting opportunity to think about climate and think about climate action, maybe in a way that I had not before. I feel as though I'm very action oriented around climate. I have a lot of anxiety and kind of like desire to just like see things happen. Uh, and so the opportunity to come and talk about climate without the assumption that something needs to come out of it, kind of like super productive, but just talking about it, um, like I guess kind of paradoxically felt really productive. Um, like there being just space to just talk, and I guess in particular talk with people who I had not met before, but who ended up we had a lot in common. Um, Felt really productive. I really liked, especially that there was like a pretty intergenerational kind of emphasis. There was lots of people, I think, from different stages of life, different stages of like their involvement in like climate work, so to speak. That's like a pretty broad idea, but um, yeah, it just felt pretty unique in that way.
Hi, my name is Agos Celestino, and we're at the last day of the Camino Manitoba Climate Action Retreat. I'm happily surprised that I got a lot out of it. People were very courageous in their sharing and heartfelt. I'm glad that it's like a combination of activities that kind of push us outside of our limits. I would say physically with the walks, it's kind of still winter out here. It's a little bit cold, a little bit windy. So physically, we pushed ourselves. Interpersonally, a lot of people shared a lot and were courageous in their shares. A lot of good, really good listening and talking. Yeah, deep conversations with people I just met.
So after being introduced to Camino Manitoba through day-long walks and events and even half-day events, I was really looking forward to being part of a weekend retreat. And this particular retreat that brought together people from the Youth Climate Lab and their connections with young people who are really passionate about climate change and climate justice with people my age. We are coming at it from some different places, but one of the things that I was reminded is that we also have a lot in common, and creating a safe space to contain our passion, our anger, our fear, our sadness, and our hopes, and nurture that in one another, fan that flame, has been a real gift. And it sends me back into my circles to look for more opportunities to engage with younger people, to bring my curiosity and my attention to how we can work together and support and collaborate and encourage one another.
Hi, I'm Tessa. I was here on the retreat out at Lake Nutimik this weekend. It was my first retreat that I've been to, and it was amazing to be by like-minded individuals about climate justice. I met a lot of new friends and folks, and I loved our intergenerational mix of people. I'm leaving the retreat feeling super energized and connected to myself, a lot more connected to our earth, and also to all of the new people I've met here and the family that I came with.
I'm Linda Trono. The weekend was a great opportunity to get together with other people, like from different age groups, different backgrounds, different spiritual leanings, different experience in terms of activism and climate work. It was an opportunity to listen to one another, to sort of dig deeper and talk about our concerns, share our some of our deepest stuff around climate, and in doing that, to find that we're not alone. And very, very powerful experience in that way. And I think some of the opportunity as we followed Joanna Macy's spiral, and each opportunity we had to journal took us deeper into reflection around the different issues and perspectives on them, and then the opportunity to go out and celebrate in nature and just check out the natural surroundings and experience awe and wonder. It was a wonderful community experience, and I would do it again.